It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. One of the guys you're going to see tonight, Victor Oladipo, when he is just a monster at the off-guard position. What do you say, Kenny, about how he uses his strength to his advantage?
I mean, he's probably stronger than like 95% of the guards that he plays against. Uses it well, gets in. He finds the contact on the offensive end, which most guys are physically defensively, but on the offensive end, he's physical.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. So glad you can join us here at the Palace of Auburn Hills, the home of the Pistons, Detroit, Michigan. And, of course, John Henson. See how they continue to fare without him.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial consideration. So this is more than just about the player.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready? And the Magic start out with the ball. Gortat dishes to Iverson. There's a screen by Gortat. And there's the pass to Cassell. 5 to shoot. The layup missed. Orlando on D. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
A look at the Magic starting group. Kenneth Faried is out there with Gortat. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then it's Cassell, and it's George in at the small forward.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
Here's Cassell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. Iverson against Oladipo. Iverson passes to Gortat. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Gay can't get it to go.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Screen by Faried. Cassell kicks to Gortat. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That's on Yao Ming.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Both free throws good from Gortat. Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
And that one's good. Price.
Good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Cassell, the pass to Iverson. Goes up to the stripe. Matajunas grabs the miss.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now, here's Price. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now here's Iverson following the shot by Rudy Gay. There's the dish to Fareed. Back to Iverson. Screen by Fareed. 6 to shoot. The shot by George. Wide open. Off target with his 3. The Pistons trailing. Price outside. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Well, among the centers and power forwards of the NBA, these are the players with the softest touch around the bucket. Some terrific shooting percentages for the big men. Kenneth Fareed, 3rd.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Yeah, and you've got to have a mix of options if you're going to shoot a high percentage like these guys do. You've got to be able to establish good position, and then you've got to have a nice feel around the bucket with both hands.
Here's Price. Paul George making his last shot. Price kicks to Matajunas. Out to Price. From past the arc. That's good. Price has got 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Screen by Fareed. Passes it to Cassell. Allen Iverson on the wing. Back to Gortat. Rebound by the Pistons. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
And Yao gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Yao's got his 2nd bucket.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Screen by Fareed. Here's George, and he converts the layup.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
To the middle. And Yao again. Yao's got 6.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The drive by Iverson. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 6 points for Marcin Gortat. Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Yao. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
George dishes to Fareed. Magic moving the ball around. Cassell kicks to Gortat and stolen by Yao. Gay in the corner. The kick out to Oladipo. He feeds it to Yao. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Yao's got 10 points in the game.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Let's see where the Pistons sit right now in the NBA statistics here early in the season. 2nd in blocks, 9th in free throw percentage, and team assists, not a strong point for this team. Top 20 in the league. They tend to do a lot of their scoring off one-on-one moves.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks per game? Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Cassell kicks to Iverson. Down low, Gortat, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for Yao. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Detroit shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one falls for Price. He's perfect from the line this time.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Iverson outside. Pass to Wallace. And it's blocked. George against Price. Turner with a screen on George. Price, the pass to Oladipo. Dishes it to Crabb. 6 to shoot. Detroit, no good that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Iverson outside. The rebound by Turner.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Price. 8 points for him. Iverson against Price. Here's Cassell. Back to Iverson. Now, here's Gortat. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Clippers. And that one's good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here's Price. They set the pick. Feeds to Oladipo. Out to the right wing. Price kicks to Turner. Pass to Aminu. Puts up the baby hook. Oladipo dishes to Price. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Price has got 10 points.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And stolen by Price. There's the feed to Turner. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. And now a 4-point Detroit lead. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Orlando. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And checking out Detroit, 3 games behind.
And I think for the Magic, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
And, you know, they're running out of opportunities to finally make that surge, partner. They're leaving themselves in a tough position in terms of the playoffs.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Detroit. Patrick Beverly comes in for Price. No good from Lawson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
First personal foul, team second.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Pistons leading by 6. Crab kicks to Aminu. Here's Dellavedova. Orlando grabs the miss.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And the pass to Matthews. There's the pick. Beverly with the ball. Kicks it to Dellavedova. There's the triple. Rebound by Wallace.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
There's the dish to Matthews. He kicks to Bazemore. Lock at 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Magic have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Portis. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pistons leading by 5. Passes it to Beverly. He dishes it to Turner. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Magic have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. There's the pick. Watson the pass to Wallace. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Matthews. Dellavedova dishes to Turner. And stolen by Wallace. Watson the pass to Portis. Here's Bazemore. It's hauled in by Beverly. The Pistons leading. He feeds it to Dellavedova. Turner with the screen on Matthews. Dellavedova kicks to Turner. Beverly against Lawson. And that is good. Beverly's got his first points of the night. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Bazemore. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Detroit leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Turner. Orlando grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's just had one attempt at the line early. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Lawson from outside, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills. Let's hear from Ty Lawson talking about the balanced attack of this Denver Nugget team.
We do have a team type of game. You know, everybody is scoring spread out, rebounding, everything spread out. So, you know, even from the bench, it's definitely a team type game.
Well, that was the game plan a couple years ago when Denver was good enough to make the playoffs and Ty Lawson was at the controls.
You know, but not enough firepower to be able to sustain with the elite teams, say like the Warriors or the Rockets. Ty Lawson, a solid, dependable player in our league, but this is still a league where you need your superstars to win rings.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Patrick Beverley out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Yao. And it's Monty Eunice in at the 4 spot. He hits both from the stripe.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
To the middle. It's blocked. Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the paint. Gortat with the block. Here's George. It's hauled in by Beverley.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now here's Iverson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Clippers.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
The lead pushed to double digits. And the Pistons lead by 10.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Pass to Cassell. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. And here's George for 3. That doesn't go either for George.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Over in the corner, Beverley. Dishes it to Yao. Shot clock at 5. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's a 12-point Piston lead.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Cassell gets the bucket.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Dellavedova. Feeds to Yao. Now Beverly. There's the pass to Dellavedova. Back to Beverly. From about 16, Gortat with the rebound. The Magic trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for the Pistons. Price comes in for Patrick Beverly. For Orlando, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. That's good from Cassell. Pistons leading by 7. Price outside. Here's Gay, and he banks in the layup. Gay's got 4 this quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Cassell, the pass to Iverson. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Cassell. Goes back up. Gortat misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The feed now to Gay. Misses off the right iron. The Magic trail by 9. Gortat with a screen on Price. Outside, George. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. And it's 7 points for Paul George.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Oladipo against Iverson. Here's Price. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. Pass to Cassell. Back to George. Gay against Iverson. With some arc. But they get it back. Kicks it to Gortat. Pass to Cassell. 4 on the clock. For the 3. The shot misses. Good D by Price. Pistons leading by 6. The dish to Yao. Banked in off the glass. Yao's got 16.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now, here's George. 7 points in the game. Stolen by Gay. And now, here comes Gay leading the break. And he gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Piston lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
You have to like what we're seeing from Yao Ming.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here are give it up for Auto Motion.
While we've got a moment, let's now take a look at the teams that have the most second chance points on the season. 4th, the Magic.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
The Pistons making a change here. Rab's checked in. Hezonja, he's checked in for the Magic. Now, here is George. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Iverson. Guarded by Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Another miss by Orlando.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Picked by Yao. Oladipo right side. Picked by Yao. Shot on the wing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Oladipo. He's right around 9 points a night, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular. And sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And that one falls for Yao.
Tremendous output from Yao. He's got 17 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Detroit making a switch here. Aminu's checked in, and a switch here also for Orlando. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Gortat. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Now here's Iverson. He has 5. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Turner's checked in for Yao. And a switcher also for Orlando. Portis is checked in. Pass to Azania. Magic moving the ball around. George cans the shot from the wing. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Price against Iverson. Price dishes to Aminu. Can't capitalize on the good screen. The Magic trail by 10. And George kicks to Iverson. And there's the pass to Portis. And Turner with the block. Here's Crabbe. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. And the Pistons lead by 13.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Count the bucket.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here's Price. He's got 15. And stolen by Iverson. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Azania. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And, Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Matthews, he's checked in for George. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Iverson. That's good from Azania. Pistons leading by 8. Price with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Inside, Turner passes to Crabbe. He kicks it to Price. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Lawson outside. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Hezonja. And Oladipo kicks to Price. He dishes it to Craig. It's Oladipo on the wing. Price outside. Clock at 6. To the left wing. Grab the pass to Oladipo. Shoots from 14. And he overshot that one, missing. The Magic trail by 8. And here's Lawson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Over in the corner, Matthews. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Boy, that's a nice feed by Lawson.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Craig. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Lawson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Magic.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Yeah, you can see they gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout. Well, as we just get started in this season, let's take a look at where the Magic sit in the NBA stats. 4th in second chance points, 6th in points off turnovers. And they haven't concerned themselves too much with running the fast break. I mean, they're still in the top half of the league when it comes to scoring in transition, but that's not their focal point.
And you go back to their second chance points, very productive in that regard. I love to watch them work. They have that sixth sense, if you will, for sneaking inside and anticipating the path of the ball.
Down low. Here's Craig. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The shot by Turner, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Lawson outside. They set the pick. Wallace with a screen for Matthews. Lets it go from 11. Here's Portis. And Turner with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Detroit. This is to Bazemore. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Portis. Detroit with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside. That's how you create high percentage offense.
That's his second personal foul.
For Detroit, they have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
They didn't shoot it particularly well from the line in the first quarter. They're doing better right now.
Both free throws good from Beverly. Here's Lawson looking for his first basket still in this one. 1:52 left here in the second. He feeds it to Matthews. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Dellavedova dishes to Beverly. Here's Dellavedova. Lawson defending. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic trail by 6. Lawson outside. Feeds it to Bazemore. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's Matthews. Drills the elbow jumper.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Here's Crabb. Here's Dellavedova. From 12 feet out. Good. Dellavedova's got 5. The Magic trail by 6. Lawson outside. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Misses from short range. The feed to Dellavedova. Turner with a screen on Lawson. It's stolen by Lawson. And here comes Lawson leading the fast break. Crabb pulls it in. Passes it to Aminu. 1 second left. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Pistons ahead. They lead by 6. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Rudy, some fine defensive work from this team in the first half. And this is the type of play that became a hallmark of the team going back to last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's the way we played last season. Our defense was our staple. And that's all we have to do. We have to go out here and play defense every night. And this is a good start for us.
Good things happen when you guard hard on the defensive end, Rudy. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
One thing I really like is their pace. Nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
That wraps it up for halftime as the game is just about to get going again in the third quarter. We will see you later.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Yao Ming really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Here's Price. So on the floor for Orlando, Paul George is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Gortat, then it's Iverson, and it's Cassell in at the 1. Now here is Yao, 6-point lead. Iverson against Price. Here's Cassell. Now Gortat, and here's George for 3. And Oladipo pulls it down.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now here's Gay. And it's Yao again missing. George with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. And George kicks to Gortat. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Gortat's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Orlando. Rudy Gay on the wing. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. And it's 6 points for Rudy Gay. The Magic trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Faried, a screen on Price. Cassell kicks to Gortat. The 11-footer. Here's Faried. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Yao.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The Magic have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good from Faried. Here's Price. He's got 15. Gay in the corner. To the inside. And Yao gets it to go on the assist from Gay. 20 points for Yao.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Iverson outside. Pass to Cassell. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oladipo with the ball. George picks him up. Oladipo, the pass to Yao. Baseline J on the way. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot. Check out the numbers for Faried. 3rd in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And, you know, that's an impressive accomplishment. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why he's one of the best in field goal percentage.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The drive by Iverson, and he goes in for the dunk.
grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Now, here's Price. He's got 15, and the foul goes against Orlando.
That's his first personal foul.
And Oladipo kicks to Yao. He got right to the cup using that screen. Yao's got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Screen by Fareed. Iverson outside. Kicks to Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cassell. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Gay misses. The Magic trail by 5. George with the ball. Gay picks him up defensively. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And Fareed kicks to Iverson. There's the dish to Gortat. To the left side wing. Here's Cassell. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. From 17 feet out, that's good from Gay on the assist by Price. Price has got 4 assists now tonight. The Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Cassell, the pass to Iverson. Gortat with a screen on Price. Cassell. Gortat wide open. He fires. Here's Fareed. Yao with the block. Now here's Price. He's got 15. 9 feet out. Yao's shot is off.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
There's a screen by Gortat. The drive by Iverson. Gortat dishes to Fareed. Count it from 12. Fareed's got 5 now.
Assistant, Martin Gortat. Detroit calls timeout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Palace, let's give it up for No Other Motion.
Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. Number 1, Yao Ming.
He is so polished offensively in the low post. I mean, even when the defense collapses, he's got guys all around, and he finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And, you know, that's the thing. Operating in traffic is essential if you're going to be effective in the paint. And composure is essential as well. He doesn't get rattled easily, and that's why he's at the top of the list.
Now, here's Price. 15 points in the game. Shoots. They get the rebound. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
First personal foul, team second.
Pistons have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. That one misses for Yao. The Magic trail by 7. The drive by Iverson to the middle. Faried. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
That free throw, no good. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Just his first attempt. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Pistons have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting free throws.
And he can't get the first one. Second free throw, no good.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Pistons leading by 5. Oladipo outside. Pass to Price. Picked by Yao. Price kicks to Yao. Gay outside. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Magic. Gortat's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Price against George. Now the pass to Iverson. Gortat with the ball. 11 points in the game. Let's go. And that misses everything.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And it's Yao missing. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Azania. He kicks it to Iverson. Faried outside. Here's Azania. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Azania's got 5 now. Detroit leading by 3. Price outside. He dishes it to Gay. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 10 points for him.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now here's Iverson, and we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Turner's checked in for Moniunas. Aminu comes in for Rudy Gay. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Price. Wallace has checked in for the Magic. Here's Iverson. 11 points in the game. This one for 3. Azania's shot is off. Pistons have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's the screen. And here's Beverly. Yao with a screen on Iverson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. And the 3 off target.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Now here's Iverson. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Paul George. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring is probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
The Magic making a switch here. Portis, he's checked in for Gortat. Ken Bazemore comes in for George. Wesley Matthews checked in for Hezonja. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Iverson. It's blocked. Lawson outside. Wallace the screen. Lawson outside. Passes it to Portis. Lets it go from the wing. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Aminu. Detroit, no good that time either. The Magic trail by 5. Wallace with a screen for Lawson. Portis, the pass to Lawson. Outside Matthews. Back to Lawson. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Pistons leading by 5. Dellavedova dishes to Yao. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Beverly wide open. Tries again, and the layup good by Yao. Yao's got 28 points for the game.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. It's Matthews on the wing. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Now, here's Beverly. It's a 5-point game. This is Yao. Matthews with the rebound. Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wallace with a screen on Beverly. Lawson's against Beverly. Lawson kicks to Matthews. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Dellavedova. He has 5. Pick by Yao. To the middle, off the screen, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And that's now 30 points for Yao.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Lawson the pass to Matthews. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lawson has the open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lawson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Beverly. He feeds it to Yao. Puts up the baby hook. Can't get it to go. And we've reached the end of the third. Pistons lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. The Magic trail by 4. We've got Rudy Gay. Oladipo is out there with Price. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Moniunas in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. Gay against George. Here's Wallace, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting 2 for Detroit. Al-Farouq Aminu.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Gortat's checked in for Orlando. Good on the second free throw. The Magic trail by 3. Iverson outside. Pass to Cassell. Gortat with a screen on Price. But they recover it.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Oladipo dishes to Price. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. 12 points for Rudy Gay.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Cassell. On the wing, Iverson. Gortat with a screen on Oladipo. Second chance shot. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Gortat.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now, here's Price. Feeds to Oladipo. Jacks up a 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Magic ball.
Here's George. Screen by Fareed. Cassell against Price. Off the pick. They get it again. Outside for George. Now the feed to Gortat. Down low. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Cassell.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Palace, let's give it up for your auto motion.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Now, here's Price. Oladipo outside. Back to Price. There's a screen by Motiejunas. 5 to shoot. Aminu. That's short off the rim.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And all that hard work on the boards needs to continue because that potentially may swing the game.
Cassell gets the bucket.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Price. Kicks it to Aminu. Over for Reed, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Faried. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Magic?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Price against George. Faried setting the pick for George. Just 5 on the clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Gortat gets it to go in on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They set the pick. The dish to Gay. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Motiejunas a screen on Iverson. It's Oladipo on the wing. Iverson covering. 6 to shoot. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Cassell kicks to Iverson. Faried outside. Screen by Faried. Cassell the pass to George. Shoots from 14. Detroit with the rebound. The drive by Gay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Gay against George. There's a screen by Gortat. George dishes to Iverson. Can't make good off the screen. Detroit leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Iverson after Motiejunas' miss. Here's Cassell. Misses the 3.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now, here's Oladipo. Gay outside. And here's Price from beyond the arc. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Another baby bottom smooth stroke there. I mean, that's perfect form he's showing at the three-point line.
Cassell kicks to Iverson. There's a screen by Gortat. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. And that's 17 points for Marcin Gortat.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
There's a screen by Motiejunas. Motiejunas, a screen on Cassell. Price, the pass to Motiejunas. Gortat with the block. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
On the left block. Rebound, Detroit. Motiejunas has got his 6th rebound on the night. Gay, that's a 2-pointer. Orlando grabs the miss. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cassell against Gay. Back to George. There's a screen by Gortat. And George, here we go. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now, here's Price. Now, here's Iverson. At the elbow, Gortat. To the paint, Fareed. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Gortat with the block. And here we go. Here's Cassell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
At the line for the Pistons, Sam Cassell.
The first free throw is good. Yao, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And a switcher also for Orlando. Wallace is checked in for Gortat. And so Cassell nails both of them. Price with the ball. Castellano. Back to Price. Picked by Yao. 6 to shoot. Price dishes to Motiejunas. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And the Pistons lead by 3. Cassell kicks to Fareed. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Here's Price, following the bucket by Orlando. Here's Yao. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Detroit, down on the floor. Yao Ming.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Orlando making a change here. Gortat's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Cassell from the baseline. And that one goes long. And here's Gay. Price outside. Back to Gay. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Price has got 9 assists now tonight.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Cassell against Oladipo. Now here's Price. Defense right on him. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And Oladipo kicks to Yao. Orlando grabs the miss. Iverson outside. The pass to Cassell. The jump hook and off the front iron and in it goes.
Nice touch there near the hoop. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
.146 left to play here in the fourth. Price kicks to Gay. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, good game tonight from Gay here. He has 18 points and a steal. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
Here's George. Gazelle the pass to George. Can't get it to go. And Detroit the other way now. And Oladipo kicks to Price. He dishes it to Yao. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Yao's got 34 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons answers.
George up top. He's covered by Gay. George dishes to Gortat. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Gortat. 14 rebounds and 3 blocks. What a force he's been in the paint.
And he's gotten himself into the air, Clark, so often, blocking shots and getting rebounds.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that brings them within 5.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Inside, here's Gay, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And here's George for 3. Rebound by Yao.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
To the inside. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Price. And now a 9-point Piston lead. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
It's hauled in by Gay.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Now Oladipo. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Rudy, congratulations on the win. How would you evaluate the team's offense tonight?
I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. We're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense like we did today, we usually are in a good position.
Well done, Rudy. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew. Thanking you for tuning in. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
He definitely put in the work down low. used his size and his footwork. Got some big-time buckets, high-percentage looks. I think he really fueled their offense with that inside presence throughout the game.
Well, the team's been struggling lately, and he's been carrying a lot of that pressure. But he had a fire in his belly. He had that laser focus. He was delivering some highlights all throughout this game, man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.